Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, I have added yet another little layer to my Wednesday with Weezy. We're getting there. We're getting there. But I do these things and I do it purposefully so that I can show you how you too can just take things from the very basics to blowing it up. And why am I saying that? Because that is the topic of today's talk is start with the imperfect, start with the unknowing, and just keep plugging along with making your videos. So, if this is your first time here and you're saying, "Who are you, Weezy? I really don't know you." Well, I am Weezy and I am your video guide. I can teach you how to make your own videos, or I have some simple programs in order to help give you simple but nice videos if we work together. So, but I come here every Wednesday, either live or recorded. This is my show, Wednesday with Weezy, and I give tips all about using video, starting with the smartphone or using the equipment that you have within your computer or a webcam. Not all the fancy stuff that you don't have to start off with all that fancy stuff. And so I'm here to encourage you to just start. And today's topic is where you really, really, really need to start is not with the camera, but with planning. Planning, an author doesn't just write the book from start to finish. No, you start a story with first compiling your information, making those bullet points, and seeing, and then kind of like working out like a jigsaw puzzle and putting all those pieces together. That is how your video works too. So, like a good book, you might have um, a little bit of an interesting lead in to capture somebody's attention. You want to kind of plan that out. How do I want to make this interesting? Um, then you want to move on to an introduction, so giving a little background, moving into the middle, the juicy part, the twists and the turns, and then the ending. And in all of that, you give, I'm going to get my notes here, uh, the time to plan, and I'm going to talk about those later. So that's just kind of like an overview of what we're talking about today, the planning. But also in that plan, so it's not just about what you're going to say, but how you're going to say it and worrying about the equipment. Equipment should be the least of your worries because in today's society, since COVID-19 in 2020, there was a big plummet of quality that went into videos and what people were willing to watch. And as long as they can see you and they can hear you, they are going to watch you. And so that can be as simple as your phone and simple as your webcam. And I can guarantee you, many of these people that you do watch on YouTube or Facebook Lives are using their smartphones. And I just want to encourage you to get that smartphone or your webcam. Find some place where you can record. Like you can use Zoom for free for 45 minutes. You never have to pay for Zoom, but they have excellent, excellent video quality on the platform to record videos because a lot of my videos are recorded on Zoom. I do not use fancy equipment. It is me and my webcam, and I have a better mic because I want my audio to be better, and then I invest in some lights. So that is part of the plan, is knowing what equipment that you want. So that's the video part. But today I really want to go back and talk about the planning of what you're going to say, because you got to hold somebody's attention. And maybe you're a funny person, you have to decide on, first off, you have to decide how you want to show up. This is we're going into April next week, people. This is springtime. This is planning time. And that's what we want to do, is we want to make a plan for the things that we're going forward with. And I'm going to make a little camera adjustment because I just realized I didn't have my camera set the way I wanted it, because I like to show more of those lights than the curtains on the other side. That's another discussion for another day, is location and setting that up. But anyway, moving ahead, planning, it's really super simple. Um, I have planning sheets that I have designed, and they're over on my Etsy store. If you want that information, drop a link in the comments and let me know. Say Etsy, and I will make sure that I get you that information. There's lots of things here on this platform that I could do, and I should have it set up better. But I just wanted to pop on here really quick and give you things. So if you're just joining me, we're talking about planning. It's April. We're moving into April. It's planning time. Like the farmers planting their crops, and getting their equipment ready for spring planting or and then in the summer, hauling up that hay and stuff like that. But it takes time to plan. And uh, so I encourage you to jot down some bullet points and some simple notes at least. And this notebook, this is nothing but plans. Nothing but plans. Someplace where I can quickly pick up and see what's happening, know what I want to talk about. And so, like today, you can see my notes and bullet points. Is it fancy? No. Is it, all typed out? No. You can do that if you want. And I actually have a blog that is on my website this week, new to my website. So if you go to weezyinc.com and look under my blogs, it will come up just like that. But back to the plan. So we were talking at the very beginning about planning out that story and the elements that you want to write a good story. Now, I'm not saying that it needs to be fiction, but even when you are telling true life stories, you want to plan it out. You don't want to just start. You just don't want to. Let me pause and let me regroup my mind, because my mind's going faster than my mouth. So when you are telling anything and you come along, you don't want to just start off with the facts. You don't want to just start off with the beginning and then kind of I'm going to say drone on to every little piece that you have going on. Sorry, I'm adjusting again. You want to give it an interesting, and what they call in marketing, the hook. Or if you're writing for advertising, it's the hook. What's going to pull people in? Say something very catchy in order to draw them in. Then kind of do a little introduction. And so say you're reading a novel. So you have a lot of times what's called a preface, or a background story, a scene that is kind of setting up the bias or the gist of the story. And then you go into chapter 1, and you usually meet your main character. And he or she may show out some of their little, where they're at, what they're thinking about something, and kind of show off a little bit of their personality. Are they a happy person? Could they be a little neurotic? Just different things like that. I hope you get the gist. But anyway, you can you get the idea, and then you go on into your story and you tell your story and you weave it with some facts and you some more you keep adding different layers until your story. And in those layers, you make your story comes out with the who, the setting, the where, the when, the what, and how. Those are the elements that you need to weave into your plan. And this isn't just, I'm saying story, but this is your script because let's face it, we're always telling the story with whatever we do. It just makes it more interesting. And that's that is the principle, that is the foundation of anything that you're going to do. It doesn't matter if it's video or if you're going to write your social media components or books, stories, blogs, whatever. It starts with a little bit of research, putting down those bullet points of important pieces that you need to put together, answer the question who, where, what, when, and how. And that is really the key of making, sorry, I have the hiccups, of making something of interest. And it can be a lot of fun. You might be thinking, oh, that's a lot of work. It's very daunting. I put down the key elements of this talk in less than 5 minutes yesterday. 5 minutes. And that's all it took. So I just want to encourage you to start, at least get a piece of paper to write down your thoughts, your plans, particularly if you are very new to video. You really want to do this because it helps you keep on track. If you have more questions about things like this, you can always schedule time with me. Just shoot me an email. Let's see. Do I have captions? Let me see if I have my email. Well, you can go over here to my website, weezyinc.com, and you can find my contact information over there and just reach out and ask your questions. But I don't want to drone on anymore. I just wanted to come on here really quick. I'm going to do a more in-depth video about this, like I said, over at my website, weezyinc.com. Go over and look for the blogs. And I have a blog about planning over there also. So anyway, I hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next week. And it is Easter Sunday this weekend. I don't know if you celebrate or not, or how you celebrate it. Some people don't even like the word Easter anymore. But it is a holiday weekend. And I hope you get some time. I hope you enjoy some activities, however you choose. I know we're going to have dinner, just a simple dinner. We're not doing anything fancy for the weekend, just remembering the reason for Easter and celebrating that. So without further ado, I'm going to release you to have, anyway, bye everybody. Have a great week.